for beginner to mid game and early late game. So at the start you will not have a lot of cards to accumulate, and then if you get rubies and then you focus on the cards, that's the time you will get a lot of cards. But there's also a simple way to get that without sacrificing rubies. You can go to the power up dungeon and you can go to the back alley operation here. My suggestion is this refreshes every week, and in a certain week there's a showcase of card. It's called the Athena card. The Athena card is really a good card because, for example, this at the moment, this is the KO card at the moment. It's the showcase of this week's round of cards. So this one is for KO, increases burn damage by 6.3%. But there is a time where the Athena card will come up here. So if the Athena card comes up here, that's the time you focus on this dungeon, because the Athena card gives you attack on all of its set. Like I'm gonna show you the first set here. It gives attack by 2 points. It gives attack on the skill level. The second set gives attack again, and the third gives additional attack again. So if you focus on that dungeon, the Athena dungeon, the chances of you getting the Athena card is much higher. And then if you collect 3 of each kind, you can easily put it on 3 of your characters, 3 main characters, and by that you can survive with that card, and then you can push through with the content. So you're gonna be having a lot of cards, Athena cards as well, and by hunting that dungeon you will have a chance also to get the Kula set, because see the drop rate here, the chance of you might have the chance to get the Kula set or SP cards here. See, look at this, it's really good. They're really nice to give us these cards. Lots of rare cards here. See, but it's only a chance. Okay, but a chance is still a chance. See? Even the Noah set is here, so you can still have a chance to get it here. Just imagine if you just hunt for the Athena cards while you're still starting, you might have the chance for it to drop, and then this one might drop as well. So my advice is focus when the Athena dungeon comes up in this battle card dungeon. And if you don't get the Athena card, you can also have the Terry Bogart card as well. So the Terry Bogart card is hard to come by because it doesn't have a dungeon, but sometimes it's easily dropped when you use your rubies for cards, or when you hunt for the Athena cards if she's in the showcase. So compared to the Athena card, Terry Bogart card is much stronger than her, because like when you complete all of the set, it obtains 3.2% power when using a blast skill. You know, the blast skill is the hand that shows like a arrow on your character. That's your blast skill. Okay, so from everything there, so I'm gonna show you all of the Terry Bogart one. So Terry Bogart, attack, attack, and attack. So when I was new, I usually go with the Athena card and the Terry Bogart card until I got a chance to get Kula sets, and finally getting pulls for the Noah set. So I was lucky to get that pulls. So that's my go-to, like that, just the Terry Bogart set and the Athena set. Skill them to level 10, and then max their tier to tier 5, and then you'll have higher CP. And then when you have that high CP and then high skill level, in the end, if you have your high tier card, you can combine it so that the percentage of the skill level up of your high tier cards will increase compared to, that's what I've told earlier in my previous video. Higher skill level up tier cards increases the chances of you getting higher skill ups for your higher tier cards. So that's how it goes. But my tip is, if you have max tier Terry Bogart cards or max tier Athena card, don't combine it to your Noah set or Kula set. Just combine it with the fodder 3-star cards like this one. Okay, you know why? because like if you don't have that much card just like myself, what I do, because for example you're gonna be having this one, the special match, we have the team relay dungeon in which we're fighting the giant welder. At the moment I only have 10 million damage on him, and by this week it's gonna refresh again and you will have another fifth line here, so that's gonna be your fifth team. So all in all you need a 15 team to hopefully give this guy 28 million damage for him to get defeated. So but at the moment I don't have, my cards are still weak, so I need to upgrade it more. I need to focus on my resources at the moment. So my advice is, if you have a full tier Athena card, like 3 of each kind with at skill level 5 max tier, and then all of them are level 10, you can slap it with your other team here on the 15 team, like on the 15 characters that you're playing. Just like for example, I've already preset all of my cards. So see, I've already preset all of my cards here. So on the only good cards that I have is like 1 2 3 4 5 6, and that's it. Only 6 good cards, and what I make do is what I have. So if you have a 5 tier max Athena set, that would benefit some of your characters going into the green welder dungeon. See, I'm just like the 4 tier cards, you just make it as a 5 tier cards. I'm still doing a trial and error on this stuff. Hopefully I succeed on giving 28 million damage on that giant welder. That's my plan. So that's my tip. Just focus on the Athena and the Terry cards, max them to 5 tier, and then if you have a lot of copies of that, make it 3 of each kind, put them to skill level 10, and don't combine it with your higher up cards, higher tier cards. Just keep them. So just imagine 3 of each kind, the Athena cards, that's already 3 characters, plus your Terry Bogart card, 3 of each kind, that's already 6 characters. Plus if you play longer, you add this one to, if you get a chance to, if you're lucky, if you get the Noah set and Kula set, so 6 plus 6, that would be already 12 sets for your 12 characters. So hopefully by that time, hopefully you can dish out a lot of damage with that amount of like proper leveled cards. So that's my advice. So don't combine the Athena cards to your high tier cards and the Terry Bogart to the high tier cards. Just save them for that green welder, and also save this card as well, really important. If you're leveling up gold, you save this card as well, the 4 tier card, the king card, because the king card increases gold gain by 12.6% when clearing a stage. So if you equip them with your 3, if you have 3 of the kind, you don't really need to upgrade it, because you're just gonna be using it in the gold dungeon. Even though it's level 1, it's okay. You don't really need to upgrade it. You just want to complete the set and then get this set bonus by 12.6 gold gain. Then you can combine them with your gold team. There's a such thing as gold team, okay? Especially now there's like a high chance of gaining money. So I go here. I already presetted mine. This is my gold team at the moment. I don't have Andy 98 because that's much better than this Andy. Because you know, if you can see this, the relation of this, see, increases gold gain by 12% when clearing a stage. See, so everybody has that relation, even king, the relation, gold gain by 12% and gold gain by 3%. And then another Robert Garcia, the green type, and the relation is increases gold gain by 12%. The Andy 98 is much better than the Andy earlier. So my advice is just for them to have the king card. So the only problem is I only have one set. I made a mistake in combining all of my king set to upgrade to my higher tier cards, and then the problem is like I don't have like two more set of king set to give to my two Andis. So my suggestion is just keep three of a kind for the king set and give it to your gold team. And then what I do with my cards is everything is equipped so that you don't have an accident in combining some of your cards to your higher level cards. So for example this guy, I'm gonna show you my Terry card. See this Terry card? It's already 5 tier card. So I still have two more of this Terry card. So if I want to level this one up to increase the skill level, I'm gonna go to here. See, you might have an accident and you might click on this guy, which is already skilled level 4. So you've wasted. Sometimes it happens, you have an accident and you click this one and then you hit enhance, and then that's bye bye skill level for 4 tier Terry instead of this one. So what I do is I usually equip the cards which I'm not gonna be combining with, so that it's safe. So for example here, Robert Garcia, okay, or maybe these. So I'm just gonna equip this one with the one that I'm not gonna be combining with, just to remind me, just to avoid that accident. So where's the 5 tier? It's a 3 tier. Yeah, this one. So this one. So I'm just gonna equip this one here. So the next time you combine that Terry Bogart card, you will not have an accident into combining that set card earlier. So where's the Terry card? The 5 tier card. See here. Okay, so I'm gonna level it up. You cannot level him up anymore here because it's already equipped. So the chances of you having that accident is less. So the only one that you will be upgrading is the one with only one skill level up 1 instead of leveling this guy. So that defeats the chances of you getting an accident because there's no lock option in your cards. So that's my advice. If you don't want your cards to get accidentally upgraded to some of your cards, you equip it with one of your characters that you're not using to prevent that from happening. So again, my advice is save your Athena cards, save your Terry Bogart cards, because you're gonna be needing them in the giant wielder stage, because you need a proper 15 set cards and 15 set option cards for 15 of your characters if your card set collection is not that strong, just like me. So hopefully I'm gonna do trial and error. I'm gonna upgrade all of my possible combination of set cards and option cards, and then I'm gonna get back to you on my experiment on the giant wielder. So even though if you don't have that strong of a card, hopefully if you have four tier cards that are 5 and then skill level 10, you'll have a chance to dish out a lot of damage, even if you don't have that much powerful cards at the moment. So hopefully you like that video. Hopefully you have an insight on what my plan is going forward with the giant welder, and I'll see you again next time. Peace.